Yo, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be going over the fourth inning boss predictions. You can see the schedule has been released. We should probably make this like a weekly thing or every other, whenever they release a new schedule in the game. But yes, fourth inning program is coming out on the 29th of May at around probably noon Pacific. And we're going to be going over the three new bosses that possibly could be the fourth inning. We have no idea. Usually what they've been doing since the pandemic, they have been tweeting out every day leading up to the fourth inning program. So we'll see something Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday right before the release, or maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it is. But yeah, so we're gonna do our predictions today. I went to the legend rosters trying to figure out who I think it is gonna be. Remember, the scales are doing it a little bit different this year. If you guys don't remember what the scales have been, the first inning program had 291s, two hitters, and a pitcher at 93. That was the first inning program. Second inning program, the overalls went up a little bit, 92, 93, and 93 overalls. The 92 Hanley, the 93 Joe Carter. Remember, all these other inning bosses do prestige. So these could be 94s to 95s. And then the third inning, we saw 94s across the board. So my prediction for the fourth inning is probably going to be something along the lines of 95 plus. We're moving our way up. You've seen the World Series awards, a 95 Griffey, a 97 May. We've seen 97 Kemp out there, 95 Correa. So I think we're definitely going to be getting some 95 to 96 overalls for the fourth inning program. I think it's just going to be one or two overalls leading up to 99 overalls. At this rate, we see 95s in the fourth inning, maybe 96. 97s and 98s in the fifth inning, and I think the sixth inning program is where we can start seeing some of these 99 overalls starting to heat up. Getting these players, they're definitely tiering these rewards differently this year, which is good. We don't want to see 93 Whitey Ford in a program pack, or whatever, in July or August. We want to see them early on, so I'm glad these cards have coming out early, lower overall, so by the time it's July, August, September, we got some pretty juiced content. So we're gonna go over some predictions here. Let me know down in the comment section after you've seen the kind of tiers that we have for overalls. Let me know down in the comment section who you think is gonna be in the fourth inning. Be realistic. It's not gonna be 99 Griffey, not gonna be 99 Babe Ruth. Give me some good realistic predictions down there, and let's see who's right and who's wrong. Without further ado, let's go look at our first card here. All right, so my first guess. So we saw three hitters in the third inning program. So I wondered in the fourth inning we're gonna go three pitchers, but most of the time when they do these programs, it's usually two hitters and a pitcher, whether it's a reliever or a starter. So they did that last year, and they started to do that again this year, but the third inning program was three hitters. So I'm thinking maybe it could be three pitchers. I don't know. I feel like we need more pitching. But first card, if we go with the two hitters and the pitcher, I'm going to throw out like 6 to 8 different examples of cards. I think we could get in that skill range. I think the first one would be a Wade Boggs overall. I think we could see a 95 to 96 here. These are offline stats. The offline stats do not go up to 125, just Diamond Dynasty. So I think we can see Wade Boggs. Last year we had a signature series of a 98. If they give us a 96 Wade Boggs, if you prestige him, that will push him up to a 98 overall to kind of match that overall. And even if it's the 95, you prestige him, he could be at 97. This card would be really good. High contact, medium power, good play vision. Gold defense out there for you. He was one of my better third basemen out there. He had a really good swing, not a lot of power, but he had kind of that slap swing, a lot of like weak hits, but he also was a gap machine as well, lots of doubles. So I'm really looking forward for another Wade Boggs card. We have an 84 right now in the game. I'm looking for a higher overall Wade Boggs. He also has a secondary first base, which is nice. The second card I was thinking of is starting pitcher. Well, they have him in a reliever because they have 5 starters on this roster. Is Ron Guidry. We had him as a reward back in 17 as a program award. I could see them bringing him back here. 96 overall. I think he was a 99 in MLB The Show 17. And last year, I think he was a 99 as well. But, the way the scale kind of looks, maybe we do see a 95, 96 Ron Guidry starting pitcher card and be able to prestige him to a 97 or 98. He has always had good hits in Ks per 9. Great break, not that super high velocity, but he has that primary slider, which is nice. No sinker to him, but 2 fastballs and a curveball. Slider hits 86. You know, he's missing a changeup too, but you know what? I still think he could be an effective pitcher out there. Ron Guidry would be another idea as an inning program boss. Our third idea is Nolan Ryan. Why do I think Nolan Ryan? We already have an 89 in the game. We've had about 3 Nolan Ryans every year. We usually have a signature series or like a immortal or like a top dog 99 Nolan Ryan. And we usually have a Houston Astro Nolan Ryan. And then we also have an California Angel Nolan Ryan. He had a signature series last year. He was in that choice pack with Clayton Kershaw's Nolan Ryan out there. 99 velo, 99 break. This one does have a sinker, which is nice, a circle change, a curveball, and a fastball. Good pitch repertoire. I assume this one would have outlier on his primary pitch, so we could see his fastball reaching the 101, 102 range, which would be a really nice card. I mean, like I said, we can prestige these cards now, so if you give him a 95 and 96, you can prestige him to that 98 that he was last year. Next up is Rich Gossage, aka Goose Gossage. I hope they bring this card back. He was in the first inning program last year as a 95 overall. They have him as 93 right here. Obviously, he would be a lot better. I don't know if they'll go back-to-back program rewards for this card, but I would love to see him back in there. They have a gold version of him right now. We need better relievers out there so people are less likely to bring their starters out of the pen. Goose Gossage would definitely bring that to MLB The Show right now. Good hits in Ks per 9, good velocity, good break, and like I said, good pitch repertoire. His slurve was disgusting. His sinker was good, the fastball, and then the changeup to kind of keep you off balance. I hope we see this card. The control was okay on that card, but man, once you mix that sinker, fastball, slurve in there, it was very hard to hit that card last year throughout the entire year. There's people, he was an end game card. He was in everyone's bullpen at the end of the year as well. Just an overall really good card. Next up, going back to a hitter here, I feel like they could bring out an Ernie Banks. They had a signature series Ernie Banks last year in the program, 99 overall. I think it was the 8th or 9th inning program boss. You know, or last year we had a 93 Ernie Banks, and I can feel like they could bring back him as well into the program, maybe a little bit lower of an overall, but his card is pretty darn good. 99 contact versus lefties. He's a lefty killer. You know, I think he would be a good opportunity out there to put up there in that 95 to 96 range. Like I said, you can prestige him, get him up to 97, 98 overall. Definitely a card we could see again in the future. Next up, Bill Mazeroski. Now, some of these legends are maybe a little bit smaller names that you would like to see. But like I was saying and previously with the Shane Victorino, the Brian Roberts, it's good to get these smaller names out of the way for the year. So by the time it's July, August, September, we start seeing some of the bigger names like Griffey, like 99 Willie Mays, Babe Ruth, all those guys. We have lower overalls of the Griffeys and, you know, stuff like that. But when we get those higher overalls later on the year, we'll have a lot of these cards out of the way that we won't see, and we'd be a lot more happy. So Bill Mazeroski could be a program boss here in the 4th inning. Not a bad card. I used him last year a little bit. He was a 93 signature series. He was the best fielding second baseman in the game last year. So he had high contact, medium power, great play vision, great fielding, average speed out there. You know, I definitely could see him being put into a program reward this year. Would not be surprised to see him. Next up, Whitey Ford. Now, we've had Whitey Ford last year. Signature series, he was like a 200 star card. He came out in like August. It was kind of late in the year, I felt like, for him. So hopefully we see him a little bit earlier this year. He's a lefty. They have him as a relief pitcher, but he is a starter. He does have a nice pitch repertoire: fastball, sinker, change, slider, curveball. The sinker, the slider, the change, the fastball right there are great pitches. Not a lot of velocity. He does throw like low 90s, maybe mid 90s a little bit. So I don't think he would be effective at higher, ratings, but he would be a good card to have maybe for an event lineup or something like that. I really hope we see a Whitey Ford. He could definitely be a program reward coming out, or he could be an event reward, but I think he could be in the program this year. Another starting pitcher. Like I was saying previously, I feel like this program's going to have 3 pitchers. I'm throwing some hitters in there just to get some variety out there, but I feel like there's going to be 3 pitchers. It's probably going to be 2 starters and a reliever, or 1 starter, 2 relievers, something like that. So, there's obviously a lot of these legend rosters you can go through here and see a lot of 94, 95, 96s. Obviously, these are offline stats. So the online stats are a little bit different, but you can kind of see here, get some ideas. You guys are kind of curious where I'm finding these ideas. I'm just going through here, looking at some of the overalls. looking at some of the cards that have been already put into the game and going off of previous years stuff. So, you know, we could definitely see some other cards out there that I didn't mention. There could be some live series cards they throw flashbacks on. Since Chu out there 92, we have a 95 Jason Hayward out there. So they could be throwing some new live series cards, flashbacks into the player cycle as well. So hopefully we start seeing some more newer players, but going off of previous inning bosses, those are some of my guesses. Let me know down in the comment section who you guys think could be, you know, a program boss out there, who we could see. I'm really curious. There's probably a lot of players that I missed that probably have a better chance. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a thumbs up if you're new to the channel and enjoyed the content. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be bringing more MLB The Show content to the YouTube here. You know, we out here. We're graduating college, so good times. All right, y'all. Have a good day. Peace out. Bye.